Imagine sleeping in your car at 30 and catching your first million just a year later. In this video, we're telling the unbelievable true story of someone who went from rock bottom to millionaire in just 12 months and breaking down exactly what changed, step by step. Before we dive into this powerful transformation, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because this isn't just motivation, it's a blueprint anyone can learn from. Let's go back to day one. This story isn't about luck. It's about mindset, strategy, and the moment everything finally clicked, and how you can apply the same shift to your own life. The rock bottom moment. Marcus wasn't always homeless. He had been a corporate manager earning $75,000 annually until a series of poor financial decisions and a messy divorce left him bankrupt. His addiction to gambling had consumed his savings, his house was foreclosed, and his credit score hit 420. The final blow came when his employer discovered his gambling debts and terminated his employment for violating company policy. Living in his 2008 Honda Civic, Marcus would park behind 24-hour gyms to shower and spend his days at the library using free internet. He survived on dollar menu items and the occasional meal from food banks. The shame was overwhelming. He avoided friends and family, too embarrassed to admit how far he had fallen. Rock bottom felt like a grave he had dug for himself. But it was during one particularly cold January night, shivering in his car, that Marcus experienced what he later called his clarity moment. He realized that his current situation was the result of every decision he had made. And if he could create this mess, he could create the opposite. The mindset revolution. The transformation began in Marcus's mind before it manifested in his bank account. He spent weeks at the library reading books on psychology, success, and business strategy. He discovered that his gambling addiction was rooted in his need for instant gratification and his fear of taking calculated risks in legitimate ventures. Marcus developed a daily routine that became his foundation. He would wake at 5 a.m., meditate for 20 minutes, exercise using bodyweight movements, and spend 3 hours learning new skills. He treated personal development like a full-time job because, in his situation, it literally was his job. He started journaling obsessively, tracking every thought, emotion, and decision. This practice helped him identify patterns in his behavior and thinking that had led to his downfall. He realized he had been living reactively, letting circumstances control his responses rather than proactively creating his reality. The breakthrough came when Marcus shifted from asking, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I learn from this?" This simple reframe transformed his victim mentality into a student mentality, making every setback a lesson rather than a defeat. Skill development and market research. While living in his car, Marcus noticed a gap in the market that most people overlooked. Small businesses were struggling with their online presence, but they couldn't afford the $5,000, $10,000 that traditional marketing agencies charged. They needed someone who could deliver results at a fraction of the cost. Marcus had basic computer skills from his corporate days, but he needed to become an expert quickly. He spent 12 to 16 hours daily learning digital marketing, social media management, and basic web design through free online resources. YouTube University became his Harvard Business School. He started by offering free services to local businesses in exchange for testimonials and case studies. The first month, he worked for free, learning the intricacies of running marketing campaigns, understanding customer psychology, and delivering measurable results. This wasn't charity, it was his MBA program. By month 3, Marcus had developed a system that could help small businesses increase their online visibility and sales. He had created templates, automated processes, and a service delivery model that could be replicated efficiently. More importantly, he had proven results that he could showcase to potential clients. The first dollar in scaling strategy. Marcus's first paying client was a local restaurant owner who had seen his free work for a nearby bakery. The owner paid him $500 to manage their social media for a month. That $500 felt like $1 million to someone who had been living on less than $10 a day. But Marcus didn't celebrate, he reinvested. He used the money to create a more professional online presence, purchased basic software tools, and most importantly, he systematized his approach. He realized that to scale beyond trading time for money, he needed to create processes that could handle multiple clients efficiently. He developed what he called the SMB Success System, a streamlined approach to help small and medium businesses grow their online presence. The system included social media management, basic website optimization, and lead generation strategies. He could deliver this service to multiple clients simultaneously without proportionally increasing his time investment. By month 6, Marcus had 15 clients paying him between $300 to $800 monthly. He was earning more than his previous corporate job, but he was just getting started. He moved from his car into a small apartment and hired his first virtual assistant to help with routine tasks. The $1 million breakthrough. The transformation from thousands to millions happened when Marcus shifted from being a service provider to becoming a system creator. He realized that thousands of other small business owners needed the same solution he had developed. Instead of just serving individual clients, he could package his knowledge and system into a scalable product. Marcus created an online course teaching other entrepreneurs how to start their own digital marketing agency using his proven system. He priced it at $997 and launched it to his email list of business owners who had been following his journey. The first launch generated $47,000 in 48 hours. But the real breakthrough came when he developed a software tool that automated many of the manual processes he had been doing for clients. This tool could serve thousands of businesses simultaneously, and he could charge a monthly subscription fee. The recurring revenue model meant that each customer would pay him continuously rather than just once. The key principles that made it possible. Marcus's transformation wasn't luck or a single brilliant idea. It was the result of applying specific principles consistently over 12 months. First, he embraced extreme ownership, taking complete responsibility for his situation and his future. Second, he focused on providing value before seeking profit, which built trust and credibility in the marketplace. Third, he understood the power of leverage. Instead of just working harder, he worked smarter by creating systems that could serve multiple customers simultaneously. Fourth, he reinvested every dollar back into his business during the growth phase, living below his means even as his income increased. Finally, Marcus mastered the art of solving expensive problems for underserved markets. Small businesses needed digital marketing help, but couldn't afford traditional agencies. By positioning himself as the affordable expert, he captured a massive market that larger companies ignored. 1 year. That's all it took to rewrite the story from homeless to millionaire. What part of this journey inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you've ever felt stuck, remember, one bold decision can change everything. If this story lit a fire in you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear what's possible. Until next time, stay focused, stay relentless, and don't ever count yourself out.